A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English because it's so much fun. English education for you and everyone, so come along. Learn some grammar, learn a phrase, learn something new every day. Learn the A+ way. Hey, it's time to start the show. Are you ready? Good, 'cause here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English.
Hi everyone, welcome back to A+ English. I'm Pat.
I'm Kathy.
And we're on day 2 of our story article for this month, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So let's warm up with a quick question. When did you go on a tour? What did you see? We'll explain this word a bit later, but when did you go on a tour and what did you see?
Well, I went to National Museum of Marine Biology and Aquarium 海生馆 a few years ago, and I remember seeing the white whales and seals 白鲸和海豹, which was really impressive, and to me they were beautiful. And not only by looking at them for a while was already a treat, because it might be years before I get to see them again.
Right, that is true. Well, when I was an elementary school student, I went on a tour of a chocolate factory.
Really?
I did it. I did what's going to happen in this article. I went to Cadbury's. Cadbury's is the UK's biggest chocolate maker. Their factory is not too far from where I grew up.
Wow.
So as a school trip, we all went there for a day. We
You are
got
so
to
lucky.
walk around the factory, try pretty much everything.
Chocolate.
And then they gave us free chocolate and we could go into their shop and buy more chocolate.
That's a big treat.
So we saw how chocolate is made from the very start to the end, the different things, the different kinds of chocolate. It was pretty much the best tour you could ever go on as a kid. Okay, will Charlie enjoy his? Will he even be allowed to go on one? We don't know about his contest yet. Let's read day 2 to find out.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Warm-up question. When did you go on a tour? What did you see?
Charlie seldom buys chocolate, so he thinks he has no chance of winning. One day, he finds some coins on the ground. Charlie uses them to buy a chocolate bar. Inside, he finds the last golden ticket. Charlie runs home to tell his family. The next day, Charlie and Grandpa Joe head to Wonka's factory. Wonka takes them and the other winners on an amazing tour. They meet the Oompa Loompas. These are tiny people, and they run the factory. Wonka also shows them a chocolate river. It flows through his factory.
Word power!
Coin. Coin. You need 4 10 NT dollar coins to use this washing machine. You need 4 10 NT dollar coins to use this washing machine. Head. Head. After the movie was over, we all headed to the night market. After the movie was over, we all headed to the night market. Winner. Winner. The winner of the running race will get a prize of 2,000 NT dollars. The winner of the running race will get a prize of 2,000 NT dollars. Tiny. Tiny. The tiny ant walked across my table and over my book. The tiny ant walked across my table and over my book.
认识字汇
Amazing. tour, flow.
Okay, so day 2 starts back again with Charlie Bucket. Remember, he's thinking about Willy Wonka's contest and the golden tickets that are inside chocolate bars. So we see that Charlie seldom buys chocolate, so he thinks he has no chance of winning. If you have a chance of doing something, then that thing is possible. It might happen. And when we use this pattern, we always use the V-I-N-G form of the verb. So, no chance of winning, you won't win. A good chance of passing, it's likely you will pass. A small chance of succeeding, you might just succeed, and so on.
今天我们要来看接下来故事呢会发生什么事情哦。文章说呢，查理很少买巧克力条。所以他觉得自己没有机会赢得参观工厂的资格 has no chance of winning 指的就是赢的可能性很低。这个用法是 a chance of V-I-N-G a chance of raining, a chance of forgetting something, a chance of achieving something. So, does Charlie have a chance of winning?
Well, I'm sure you can guess what happens, otherwise the story would end right here. We see that one day he finds some coins on the ground. Let's take a look at the word coin, C-O-I-N, coin. This is a noun, and it's our first word power word for today. Coins are metal money. They're usually round in shape, but in some countries, including my own, there are coins with different numbers of sides, like 5 or 7 or 6. In Taiwan, you guys have 1 NT, 10 NT, and 50 NT coins. Now, some people don't like carrying lots of coins around because they're heavy. Sometimes they're useful, though, like for buying drinks from machines in a park, or paying for the bus if your Easy card is out of money. And here's another example. You need 4 10 NT dollar coins to use this washing machine. You need 4 10 NT dollar coins to use this washing machine.
文章接着说，有一天哦，查理在地上找到了一些硬币 ，coins 就是硬币、钱币。有些人可能喜欢收集外国硬币啊，我们就可以说 They like to collect foreign coins. 如果我们要表示一件事情的反面，我们也可以使用 coin 这个字 ，the other side of the coin。课文例句说，你需要4枚新台币10元硬币才能使用这台洗衣机。So Charlie has some coins.
Yep, he finds them on the ground, and we see that Charlie uses them to buy a chocolate bar.
那想当然尔呢，查理最想要和最喜欢的就是巧克力了，所以他就用这些硬币去买了一条巧克力。And we all know what happens next.
That's right. The article says, inside, he finds the last golden ticket.
哇哦，
Yeah.
在巧克力条里面，他找到了最后一张的金色门票。
Now, we say the last one there. If you read the book, you'll see that 4 of them already were found. They were announced on TV, so he knew there was only one left, which is why we say he found the last one. So the article then says, Charlie runs home to tell his family. Now, here the word run just means move your legs very fast as you try to get somewhere. But remember this use, as we'll look at another way to use run later on in the article.
那当然，他非常兴奋哦，于是他就奔跑冲回家，告诉他的家人这个好消息。这里的 run 就是奔跑。如果你要形容跑着去见某人 ，to run to meet somebody。如果是跑着去赶公车的话，你就可以说 to run to catch the bus。而这里我们看到 Charlie runs home， 很清楚的可以判断文章的意思就是查理跑回家。那另外 run 的3态则是 run, ran, run， 大家要记得哦。
So, now to get to the interesting bit of the story. We see that the next day, Charlie and Grandpa Joe head to Wonka's factory. So here we're using the word head, H-E-A-D, head, as a verb. Let's find out more in our next word power word section. to head somewhere means to go to this place or go in this direction. We often use it with the preposition to, like head to work, head to school. But we can use it with a direction as well and no preposition, like head south, head upstairs. Another one we can also use is just head home, meaning go home. Here's another example. After the movie was over, we all headed to the night market. After the movie was over, we all headed to the night market.
那有了这张门票，他就可以参观工厂了。所以隔天，查理和他的爷爷就一同前往旺卡的工厂。这里的 head 不是指头部哦，我们看到文章说 head to 有往哪里去的意思，所以是动词的前往，后面加上你要前往的地点。课文例句说，电影结束后，我们所有的人前往夜市。I can't wait to see what happens at the factory.
Well, here we go. Wonka takes them, so Charlie and Grandpa Joe, and the other winners on an amazing tour. Now we have a few words to look at here. We use the phrase the other to mean everything or everyone else that we haven't already mentioned. So we know Charlie was one winner, but we learned in day one there would be 5 lucky kids. So here, the other winners means the other 4 kids who won the contest, and also their parents or the people who are going with them, like Grandpa Joe is going with Charlie.
这里我们来看 the other winners 指的是其他的获胜者。大家还记得一开始旺卡有提到会有5位小朋友可以参观他的工厂吗？这里的 the other winners 指的就是除了查理以外的4位其他4位小朋友，其他的获奖者。
And we also need to look at the word winner, W-I-N-N-E-R, winner. It's a noun, and our next word, power word. Let's check it out. A winner is a person who wins or has won something. It could be a contest, or a game, or a sports match, or anything like that. One person or team has beaten another. The opposite of winner is loser. L-O-S-E-R, loser. Here's an example. The winner of the running race will get a prize of 2,000 NT dollars. The winner of the running race will get a prize of 2,000 NT dollars.
那同学可能很常听到颁奖典礼会常出现一句话，就是说呢 ，and the winner is 谁，后面接着是讲那个人的名字哦，意思就是得奖者是谁。Win 是赢，所以后面重复字尾的 n 加上 er，winner 就是得奖者、获胜者了。你也可以用 award winner 来表示获奖者。课文例句这里说呢，这场赛跑的获奖者将获得新台币2000元的奖金哦。
So the winners go on an amazing tour. The word amazing means really good, really special. Something you'll remember for a long time because of how great it was.
这里我们来看这个字 amazing， 令人吃惊的、惊讶的。那这边我们用 amazing 这个形容词来形容这个 tour. And what's a tour?
Well, as we mentioned in our warm-up, a tour is when a person takes another person or group of people around a certain place, showing them everything about it. You could ask questions, and the person who is showing you around can tell you lots of interesting facts. You might go on a tour of a museum, a famous castle, a beautiful outside area, anywhere really.
所以我们知道 tour 就是短期的参观或者是游览，各种你想得到的旅游景点啦，都可以是 go on a tour. So what happens on this amazing tour?
Well, we see that they meet the Oompa Loompas.
在这场游览中，他们遇到了奥伯伦伯人 The what?
Oompa Loompas. We learn that these are tiny people and they run the factory. Now here's our second use of the word run. Here, run doesn't mean to move fast. It means to manage and control a place or a team of people. The person who runs it is responsible for making decisions and being in control. You could run a business, run a company, run a coffee shop, and so on.
文章告诉我们说，这些奥伯伦伯人呢是小矮人，他们是经营工厂的人哦。这里我们又再度看到 run 这个字了，但这里的意思不是跑步的跑哦，而是经营或者是营运的意思。我们看到后面是 factory， 所以你不会说跑一个工厂，这边呢同学就可以判断它是另外一个意思，经营营运一个工厂，这样就不会和跑步的 run 搞混了。
Now we also describe the Oompa Loompas as tiny, T-I-N-Y, tiny. This is an adjective and our final word power word for today, so let's learn more. Something that is tiny is very, very small. Not just a little short or small like I am, but really small. Maybe so small you can't see it easily. The Oompa Loompas aren't that small, but maybe they're like 1 meter, maybe less than 1 meter tall. Here's another example of how we can use tiny. The tiny ant walked across my table and over my book. The tiny ant walked across my table and over my book.
我们来看 tiny 这个形容词，意思是微小的、极小的。For example, fleas are tiny insects. 跳蚤是很小的昆虫。课文例句说，这只小毛蚁呢，越过我的桌子，然后爬过我的书。
Now here's some more information about the chocolate factory. We see that Wonka also shows them a chocolate river.
文章接着说，旺卡也让他们看一条巧克力河哦。
We also learn that it flows through his factory. To flow means to move in a steady way, always in the same direction. We often use flow to talk about liquid or air, but we could also talk about the flow of traffic, so the cars moving, or the flow of people and the direction they walk in.
这条巧克力河呢会流过它的工厂 ，flow 就是流或是流动。
Now this tour of the chocolate factory is going to get quite interesting, but we'll have to learn about that tomorrow. Right now, let's go to our magic box first, and then we'll be back for today's review time activity.
Magic Box 找亮点。
Hello， 大家好，我是 Isaac。前几天啊，当我早上要出门去上班的时候呢，外面正在下着大雨，所以咯，我只好选择就是你知道搭公车去上班。但你们知道吗？当我就是快跑到那个公车站的时候，公车竟然就开走了。I ran for the bus, but it drove away. 当然，你知道，因为公车开走嘛，就我得要等下一班。那当然，我上班就迟到了，真的是非常有够倒霉的。那在刚刚那句话当中呢，我们提到了 run 当动词，那它其实它的意思呢就是跑步的意思。那今天我们就来教大家 run 当动词它的其他的意思吧。首先 run 本身呢，它是一个不规则的动词，那它的三态呢就是 run, ran, run。R-U-N, R-A-N, and R-U-N， 它的 PP 是 R-U-N。那它除了当跑步的意思之外呢，其实在课文当中，这个动词呢，我们也有把它拿来当做经营或者是管理的意思。比方说 ，My friend has been running a company since he graduated from college。我有一个朋友啊，自从他毕业之后，他就开始经营自己的公司。想想他到现在应该也创业5-6年，看他自己创业其实真的也是蛮辛苦的。那除了run 当经营跟管理的这个意思之外呢 ，run 当动词，它其实也有使什么样子的东西运转的意思。比方说 ，Don't leave the car engine running， 不要让汽车的引擎呢就是空转。那我们再来介绍 run 的一些其他的词类变化吧。比方说，那 run 呢，如果重复字尾 n 再加上 ing 的话呢，这可以当做名词，那它表示的意思则是赛跑或者是跑步的意思。比方说呢 ，long distance running， 那指的就是长跑的意思。那假如说今天是短跑的话呢，我们就会说 short distance running。那如果今天我们要特别指就是跑步穿的鞋子的话呢，我们就可以用 running shoes 来表示。那最后呢，如果要来表示跑者的话呢，我们其实就可以用 runner，R-U-N-N-E-R， 重复字尾 n 再加上 er。那通常字尾呢加上 er 有表示做什么事情的人。比方说，我哥哥呢是一名长跑的跑者，那我们就会用英文就可以这样说 ：My brother is a long distance runner. 好啦，那今天学了很多有关 run 不同的字义以及它的一些词类变化。那换我来考考你们喽。假如我要说，你们可以赶快去超商帮我买一些食物吗？那这句话的英文该怎么说呢？
The answer is, would you run to the convenience store to buy some food for me? 你答对了吗？
Wait for it. It's review time. 复习时间到喽。
Okay, we've got some word power words today. We're going to review these with a few questions. So, I'm going to start with you, Kathy. Can you name a tiny thing?
Okay. A flea we just talked about.
Yep.
And bacteria, 细菌. Virus.
Oh, yes.
病毒.
They are very tiny. Okay, question from you.
How many coins do you have with you today?
How many coins? Oh, well, my wallet is upstairs, but if I remember from lunchtime, I think I had about 8 or 10 coins in my wallet, mostly 10 NTs, a couple of ones, no 50s. How about you?
How many coins?
Yeah.
I think probably 4 or 5.
4 or 5
10
coins.
NT.
Okay, one last question then. Where will you head to after this class?
I will head to the MRT and I will go to the department store. I'm going to buy some shoes.
Okay, good. I will head back upstairs to go to work after this class. But after that, after my work is finished, I will head home. And I think tonight I will also be heading to Xingtian Temple. Something my family has to do there. Okay, that is all the time we've got for today. Thanks for watching, everybody. For A+ English, I'm Pat.
I'm Kathy.
We'll see you again tomorrow for the last part of the story. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Warm-up question. When did you go on a tour? What did you see?
Charlie seldom buys chocolate, so he thinks he has no chance of winning. One day, he finds some coins on the ground. Charlie uses them to buy a chocolate bar. Inside, he finds the last golden ticket. Charlie runs home to tell his family. The next day, Charlie and Grandpa Joe head to Wonka's factory. Wonka takes them and the other winners on an amazing tour. They meet the Oompa Loompas. These are tiny people, and they run the factory. Wonka also shows them a chocolate river. It flows through his factory.
Word power!
Coin. Coin. You need 4 10 NT dollar coins to use this washing machine. You need 4 10 NT dollar coins to use this washing machine. Head. Head. After the movie was over, we all headed to the night market. After the movie was over, we all headed to the night market. Winner. Winner. The winner of the running race will get a prize of 2,000 NT dollars. The winner of the running race will get a prize of 2,000 NT dollars. Tiny. Tiny. The tiny ant walked across my table and over my book. The tiny ant walked across my table and over my book.
认识字汇
Amazing. Tour. Flow.